Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jackson on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Is good. Makes the score Ravens 7, Colts 0. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
The tackle made by Calebon Chason. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
2nd and 7.
Coming to you, coming to you. Hey, look, 48. Hey, you don't like the second. Let's run. Let's switch.
Eason. He's got Burton here. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So they decline it, and they choose to not give him that down back.
And I think that's the key to everything there. They didn't give up any yardage even on the completed pass. Don't give them an extra down in order to try and pick up a first.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Here's Eason to throw. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down.
1st and 10.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
On 3rd down, Eason. And Thomas has it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Throwing is Eason. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
We're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Jackson now. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Baltimore.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Taken down at the 14.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
They'll look to run with Ingram. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
For the field goal. A 19-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-0 as they come up first and 10. A run by Mack to start the drive. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Escaping the pressure right. This one into the hands of Burton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Eason sets to throw it. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
The ball carrier.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Colts on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun is Eason. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
DeAnthony Thomas on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And that'll be incomplete. Jackson took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. As the Ravens push further out in front. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Good. Makes the score Ravens 17. Colts nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They find some open field here. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A huge play that time for the Colts. Give him 52 yards on the ground.
The 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
The ball carrier.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action with Eason. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Zach Pascal, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer.
Rodrigo Blankenship.
That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is what, 3 to 1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
makes the score Ravens 24, Colts 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Second and 9 now from the 21. Now Eason. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Check, 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 check. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
To throw on third down. Eason looking long for Thomas. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Thomas, 79 yards. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now.
Makes the score Ravens 24, Colts 14.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Check, 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 check.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Jackson's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
At the 44-yard line.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
And a Raven first down.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
To J.K. Dobbins.
Jackson will throw again. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 12-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They'll go again here with Mack. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action. It's Eason. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Thomas. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Eason on 2nd down. Flushed out right. He'll run it. Good work by Eason that time, and it'll be a 1st down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 41. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
From the gun, Eason. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Mike 48. Too little, Captain. Hey, switch gears.
Second down, here's Eason. He gets it to Thomas. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Check. Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we don't like the 48, right?
On the give, this is Mack. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 6 at the 8-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Looking to throw. Eason. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Let's go, D. Check nickel. 19, 18. 48 to Mike. Go. All day. I'm coming after you.
Back to throw. Eason. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Ravens 31, Colts 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
They'll take over.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here, getting three.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
Marquise Brown. Touchdown.
Hollywood, Marquise Brown. 27 yards. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Justin Tucker lining up for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
Makes the score.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, they'll start out with Mack. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They go right back to Mack, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And Pascal's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
To throw on second down, Eason. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They'll throw on first down with Eason. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's third down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Third down, Eason. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility.
Dobbins hit and he fumbles. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Eason. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Complete to Marlon Mack.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
To throw on third down, Eason. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line.
15-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Now left side on the swing pass. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it second down. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
It's second and inches at the 37-yard line.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round.
And he loses the football a second time. And the Colts pick it up. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Calais Campbell picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. Here's Eason. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Griffin on the keeper.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Ravens, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.